Namaste, you're on The Nation at 5. I'm Anand Narsiman coming to you live from the newsroom here at CNN News 18. The murder of Shraddha at the hands of Aftab not only exposed a devious mind, but it sent shockwaves across the nation as the gory details continue to emerge. A murder that's committed on the 18th of May 2022 comes to the fore or comes to light nearly 6 months later. And a lot of the details that are now coming are just absolutely shocking. But there is a larger question. In the recent past and of course today, what we've seen in Lucknow, what we've seen in Jharkhand, what we have also seen emanate in Aurangabad 2 or 3 days ago, also raises this question, are these crimes just random acts or is there a sinister pattern? Joining us now is the former Lieutenant Governor to Puducherry and also former top cop, Kiran Bedi ji, joining us live here. Kiran ji, namaste. Thank you so much for making the time. I'm sure you have followed the details of this bizarre, gruesome, grisly case. This butcher who's killed somebody who he claimed to love, and they were living together in Delhi. 3 days after they have moved out of Mumbai and come to Delhi, he's committed this act on the 18th of May. What would you make of this case, prima facie?
Anand, while we are all aware of the investigation which is going on, very well aware because of the media coverage which is having, I think we are doing our daughters in India a lot of injustice. We're not grooming them to become strong. We're not grooming them to prepare for life. We're not grooming them for relationships. We're not making them courageous. I think we're not doing our girls. Now, see, when things, and here was this an educated girl. She is not a backward, she was a educated, let's say a college graduate dropout, I do not know. But she's not an illiterate woman. She has seen. Here's a man who's coming from applications, these apps of dating. And obviously he's dating and dating and dating. The moment this girl, had she detected, when she knows that she was in trouble and this man was not the right choice, why doesn't she raise the red flag? Why are we not training our girls to say, you have to have zero tolerance for a beating by a husband or abusive nature of a husband or shouts of anger by a husband. Give him a chance. If it doesn't, call the family, call the friends, call the neighbors. Why are you quite? Because you're thinking that these people will recover. They don't. Research doesn't show any redemption unless they've gone for an overall, for certain transformative courses. We are not doing our justice to our girls, neither in education, nor in upbringing, nor in grooming. We're just letting girls just be there. We need to have bold girls. Look, if they can't, because they're bold and courageous and they don't find a match, so be it. But why get into violent prison relationships? Here, this woman was literally living in a prison of her own, where she was getting beaten, abused, and if she claims to be having sent a message, come and save me, why save me? I've saved myself. Why is she saying save me? I'm not blaming her. I'm only raising a larger issue. What are we doing with our daughters? We're not letting them play. Go, make them play. Go play. Hit. But the question here is, unless you make them bold and courageous, make them mobile, and then of course teach them realities of life, saying that this is what... Sorry. This is what relationship means.
Ji.
This is what relationship means. Be prepared for this. And if a man is dating, womanizing also at home, and she's complaining, and that she is also watching crime scenes, my God, it's a perfect recipe for getting killed one day. Why did she not cry? And number two, when parents when parents reject a particular decision of a daughter, don't abandon the girl. Keep track of her. Don't abandon her. Keep track of her through neighbors, through friends, etc., so that at least her physical welfare. Look, their responsibility for a child security is of the primary responsibilities of the parents. Why are they not fulfilling this responsibility?
True. Kiranji, the other aspect is, what are we teaching our sons? What are the boys being taught? What are the mothers teaching such men? Men in Indian society?
Absolutely, we're doing the same thing, Anand. On one hand, we are controlling the girl, we are not decontrolling the boy. Why doesn't he observe certain timelines for the house to be home? Why doesn't he join the family for dinner? Why is his expenses not under some check, pocket money under check? Why is his mobility not accountable? Why not? So while irresponsible behavior is the license, while a controlled behavior is another way for the girls, I think this is not the way India will become a demographic dividend. If we want our girls to become enterprising, out to be business and to add to the GDP, they've got to be cold and brave and courageous. Well, if they want to marry, they marry, but make them understand what is the live-in relationship, what is the application, what is womanizing, what is domestic violence. They must know the act. They must know what is the Domestic Violence Act. Where can they go to? And number 3, they must know the parents' home is available. Sometimes parents say, "Ab tu gayi, ab hamari nahi, kuch nahi बढ़ के मत देखना. This house is not available for you." Why not? Why not? This is available for you as a sense of security. All right. If the parents can't do that, then let there be institutions, government institutions, social security institutions, where she can walk in as temporary shelters, which are clean and neat and worthy, and she can move out gradually. So I think we need to put in social systems in place, parental responsibility, friends to stay in contact, and she being alert on what kind of behavior is this man going, whether it's a live-in relationship or a husband, and where is the social system available for her to take the last refuge.
Would you see this as a random act of crime, a crime that is, there are people saying this is a trend, this is happening pan-India. Would you attach a motive or a sinister pattern to this, or would you say these are just random acts of crime, which is a bane in society?
Why don't we do social audits? Why don't we do a national security social audit for women's security? How are the women feeling? Why don't we do state-wise, district-wise social? Where would she go? Where are the social institutions available for a woman who dares to say, "I'm walking out of a violent relationship. Here I could go here, and there was something which was there for temporary." And then she learns an enterprise. She learns do some skill development, and she goes into business. She gets a loan, and she manages her own life. Or if she has children, I think we need to put social systems in place, which we haven't. I think there's a need for an annual social audit to judge women's security and rate the states accordingly.